Hello everyone, today Bobby E here with my co-host.
Mr. Abrooms.
Hello Abrooomz, how are you doing today on this fine night?
I'm doing wonderful at 11:33 p.m.
I'm glad, okay, so today we are doing a 100% legit ranking of US presidents, right?
Speed run, right?
Yeah. So up first, of course, is good old George Washington. Fun fact about him, this guy was the first US president named George, and he was also the only US president named George. Don't look it up.
Yeah.
So of course, George Washington, right? His initials being JW, right?
Hold on, I think he's also the only president from Virginia.
No, he's the only president from Virginia that had a name.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the other one's lesser known, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, so, I like George Washington and all, but he has one problem, okay? You know that myth about him cutting down the cherry tree?
That's not... Yeah?
Yeah, it's a myth, right?
I know that. Yeah.
You see, what actually happened is that one of his friends cut it down. Abraham Lincoln cut it down, right? His friend. And he lied to his friend, so... he's a dishonest man, but he's an honorable man. So for that, he's getting A tier. Okay?
Okay, I understand that.
Okay, so up next we have John Adams. Okay, this guy was from Massachusetts, I do believe.
Hold on, I don't know a fun fact about this guy. Do you know that's where that Adam's apple gets its name?
I hate Adam's apple. Going in F tier.
Yeah, F tier. Yeah. The Adam's apples are annoying. I
Next,
lost mine.
Next is TJ. Good old Thomas Johnson. Okay, Thomas Johnson. This guy is an interesting case because, well, he's incredibly awesome. I don't like his initials, so he's going in B tier.
TJ. That's you can't. He didn't look like a TJ.
Yeah, he looks like an RJ to me.
He looks kind of like a Bob.
He does look like a Bob. Yo, that's what I look like. Yeah.
You look like a Bob. You look like a Bob.
I do. Okay, so up next we have James Madison. This guy was from California, okay? The first president from
James
California.
Monroe.
That's James Madison. James Monroe's the next
That's
guy.
Monroe. No, the next guy's Madison.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It's just, you're both named James. It's too confusing these days. Sorry.
Yeah.
This guy, Monroe, is from...
Hold
James
on.
Monroe.
The guy after them is James Green.
Yes. But anyways, let me continue. So, Monroe is... This guy's Madison right here. This guy is from California. But this guy was from the state of Columbia, right?
Yeah.
And so, let's go over what he did.
He's the first South American president.
Yeah, he was. Pretty interesting. And for diversity pick, we need him in S tier.
Yeah, that sounds good. Being diverse.
James Madison, this guy's from California, F tier.
Of course. And then I have James Green.
Yeah,
Honestly, put him in F because it's green.
Yeah, but D because that's more of a shade of green.
Okay. I don't remember what else he did.
This guy is the no-name president from Virginia I was talking about, right?
It's Franklin something. Franklin
This
Ben.
guy just didn't have a name. He was just never given
Oh,
a name.
really? President.
Yeah.
You imagine leaving signatures? Yeah, he just writes nothing.
He just wrote nothing. That's why all the laws got passed, because he just wrote nothing. And then they didn't know if that was a yes or no to this.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, that is why he is going in, S tier, actually. Yeah, he's so cool.
This guy, like, he's the CEO of Bojangles.
This guy,
still to this day, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Going in S tier.
Pretty cool. S tier.
So I'm going to
Bojangles.
skip to Honest Abe, okay? Now, Honest Abe is not actually honest because, like I said earlier, he was the one who cut down the cherry tree in George Washington's story. So for being a dishonest person, is going in F tier, I guess. Actually, he's going in C tier.
Yeah, just to fill that space.
He has the facial hair.
Just to fill that hole. Yeah.
Okay,
who's that guy?
This guy, this
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. Now, all I gotta say to Mitch McConnell is, please shave. D tier.
Yeah. It's a weird shirt, too.
Yeah, honestly, disgusting.
Who's this guy? That guy kind of looks like the 50-year-old I saw in the Wendy's the other day.
No, this is Colonel Sanders.
I thought Colonel Sanders had a beard. I thought Colonel Sanders was
this is before he grew it out. This is an ortho though.
Really?
Yeah, this is
okay.
Really
I guess I have my presidents confused.
Honestly, he invented Kentucky Fried Chicken. He's going to S tier.
It's not that good. You know what? Okay, he came up with fried chicken. He invented the fried.
He literally invented fried chicken.
Now, who's this next guy? Michael Jackson. That's Michael Jackson.
Indeed, it is Michael Jackson. You know,
Yeah.
he had good music.
He did. He did.
But there were some
He did
scandals
Thriller.
surrounding him, so we're averaging him out in. What should he average out to?
See,
C. Okay.
some scandals, but Thriller.
This guy. Now this
That
guy.
guy's the guy I saw in my Wendy's.
Yeah. Everyone loves him because he's at Wendy's. So we're plopping him next. We're plopping him in front of George Washington. 'Cause,
I saw him dip his nugget in a Frosty. It wasn't that good looking.
oh, bro.
I think he should go to V just for that.
You're right. You're right. Now this guy's not controversial in the slightest. He was just a good status quo president when we needed a good status quo president.
Yeah, didn't shake up anything.
Nope. Ulysses S Grant. Now, granted, I don't like his name, but he did rock the beard, so he's going in B tier.
Yeah. See this guy, this next one. I thought that was Colonel Sanders. I guess I was wrong.
No, that's actually
No, that's the CEO of Zaxby's.
yes. Rufford B. Hayes is the CEO of Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is good. S tier, please.
Yes. Yeah.
The other guy also kind of looks like Colonel Sanders.
Up next
I don't
on
know.
our list is our favorite lasagna-loving cat, James A. Garfield.
Oh,
This
dude,
color
it's
looks like lasagna.
Garfield. He looks different. Something seems off about that picture.
This is after he shaved.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, some people just come unrecognizable.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes.
This is Chester, right? This is the what's a Chester? This guy's a
I
Chester
don't think
tree.
people are named Chet.
This guy named the Chester tree, right?
I think he did.
Yeah, Chester.
I think he
tree
named
broke
it
my
after his
window one
uncle.
time.
I think he named it after his uncle Chester.
Yeah, it's going in F tier because Chester tree broke my window one time. Without him, that wouldn't have happened.
Terrible.
Next president on our list.
That guy, I don't know who he is, but it's a decent.
I know this is James Monroe Jr.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You know, where did James Monroe go? I think he was an F. No, he isn't. James Monroe was an
James
B.
Monroe is S tier. No, he's
No.
not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
James Monroe. You know, I just put him at C. He's not as good as the first James
Monroe.
Monroe. Yeah,
So
sorry.
we're gonna
That
skip
guy.
around, you know.
That one. That
We're
was the
gonna
one I
skip
thought.
around to these guys, right?
Yeah, they look the exact same. Just one looks older. They look. Those are the same people.
These are actually clones of each other. I can't remember which one's the original.
I think the one on the left. Is the one on the right. I think he's got the defect
Okay,
with
I'm
his
not gonna
hair.
lie. I like the original more.
Yeah, the original's a bit better.
Okay.
The sequel, they just ruin the sequels always.
Yeah. This next guy is probably my uncle. Yeah, this is actually my uncle. He fought in Gettysburg. Fun fact.
Cool. I'm proud for your uncle.
Yeah, but he broke his leg in Gettysburg, so D tier to him.
Dang. Being a drummer is hard.
Yeah. This
That
next
guy.
guy.
That guy looks like the guy that works. He looks. What's that name? He looks like
China.
the fella who works at the subway.
I hate Subway. Actually,
Yeah.
so F tier.
I think I see him cleaning the back of the
Okay,
subway.
so here is Teddy Roosevelt, famous president for beatboxing up against, you know, other famous presidents such as Ronald Reagan and, you know, that's
It's the guy from the These Nuts video.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, of course, for having an epic rap battle, he's going in S tier among the greats.
Okay.
This next guy,
I know him. He invented the tin can.
based S tier. Where's your lesson? I can't ironically support he's going in F tier. Next. This guy has a funny name.
I think he's from. I think he's.
His
I think
name is
was
Candace.
Candace. I don't remember that president. President Candace. Huh.
He's pretty important in the history books. His
I
last
don't hear
name
about
was
Candace.
Ligma. He was Candace Ligma. Odd name.
And it's like, you know, actually, now that I think about it, I think I have heard his name on the internet. So.
This was the guy who got us through World War One. And the
Oh
Civil War.
yeah. Right. Okay, so Mr. Candace Ligman was a good President Ligman was good.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, this guy's slightly better. Okay. This guy is a very talkative.
Cool,
annoying
Mr.
man.
Cool.
But he had good policies, so.
He's Mr. Cool. He talked way too much, very annoying, but
Yeah.
he's cool. He's cool about it.
Yeah, he
Good
had a lot of
fella.
ice packs on him. So
Yeah, he gave him out to the kids.
Yeah. Considerably. This
He
guy,
pulled him out of his.
I have read
And he,
an article about this guy, and it said he
That
was the
guy,
best
no. That
president.
guy invented. That guy, he was the best president. No man has
Yeah.
ever built a vacuum for as many Americans as he has.
Yep. Let's see. Isn't this the guy who was constantly trying to
That's
eat
the guy who
babies?
painted all the disability signs in the parking lots. That was inconvenient. That sucks.
Yeah, honestly, I
That,
hate
that,
having on
that,
parking lots.
that just occupies a spot that people aren't even in 90% of the time. That's annoying. I don't like that guy.
This guy.
That's a librarian. That's not a president. Why is he on the list?
Because this guy. Remember that when this guy fell down the stairs that one time? This guy was the president for 2 days.
Okay, so that to bring the librarian. That seems weird to bring a librarian. I think he's a
It's
librarian.
because these guys are cousins, and he played favoritism.
Okay.
Next is Eisenhower. He's a pretty
I
basic
think
individual.
he's pretty awesome.
You know, not quite with the ranks of these people, but you know, pretty close.
He's pretty close.
Next is
That's Robert Kennedy.
Robert Kennedy. He's the great grandson of Robert E. Lee, right?
He fought in the Spanish-American War and he took Cuba, right?
Yes. With the help of his grandnephew, Robert E. Lee the
He made Cuba the 47th state. It's a very important event.
Yeah. So of course, S tier.
This man, I don't think you realize the historical significance of this man. Let me give you some context.
Okay.
So, you remember the D's Nuts video that dropped back about a few years ago?
Yes.
So remember how you had the D's Nuts man? You know who was calling him? Who was the victim of the D's Nuts joke?
Yes.
He was the guy who was calling from the phone. He was.
I can't believe he fell for such an amazing trap. He's going to.
I know. He can't stop talking about it. Ever since then, he keeps talking about nuts.
Okay, this guy Richard Nixon, right? Okay.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he's a good man. No scandals. Very honest. Was not a crook.
Yeah, scandal-free presidency. I feel like he was an example of what president should hope to be.
We're gonna put him top of A.
That's good.
Wait, is
that
that
guy?
Henry Ford? Henry Ford, the guy who created Ford?
Yeah, Henry Ford hated.
We don't talk about this on the Bobby E channel. We're just gonna
My
slowly slide
apologies.
into F.
I said. I didn't. You know,
I love.
sensitive topic.
I know.
My apologies to the Bobby E viewership if is a sensitive topic.
We're gonna have to censor this out. I love that substance so much. I do not respect any negative downspeak of that topic.
That's understandable.
Next, this is the president who's famous for being orange.
He invented
right?
the peach. He invented the peach.
Oh,
And it was in oranges. He invented the peach. It was like a sample from his blood because he was orange.
Ah, okay.
So you're right. He was the orange man.
This guy was like the most this guy was a communist, right? So F tier.
Yeah, I think he was a Soviet Marxist. It's amazing that he got elected at all. Apparently, he's a big liar.
Okay, this guy is
Not good at communicating with
This
people.
guy
And all
is
that
Jeb
guy?
Bush's father, so of course he's scoring an S tier.
Okay, that's understandable.
Bill Clinton. Didn't this guy invent the dollar bill?
Bill Clinton. Yeah, that's why his name is Bill.
Yeah. And
He
also
named
named the taxes.
himself
So
after his
thank you.
invention. D-tier.
This is
This guy?
This is Jeb's brother. He's going in S tier.
That was his cousin.
Crap, you're right. It's his cousin.
His brother's
Lev.
Lev.
His
He should
brother's
go to
Lev.
A.
I'm so sorry.
Brother's Lev. Yeah, come on. You
Lev
should
was never
know.
elected president because he was too cool for the spot. Same with Jeb. Okay,
Yeah,
I would
he's
rank
not worthy.
these three people, but let me go over this. Ugly, I don't want to look at him. Ugly, I don't want to look at him. Ugly, I don't want to look at him. Okay. And for
That
our-
last guy's kind of. Who is he? I don't remember him.
Shh, we have a special person for this last guy, okay? This last guy is so important that we had to have a separate co-host just for this guy. Pizza Pepperoni, just take it away, please. Okay, so Mr. Pizza Pepperoni, your specialty about this last man right here, right? Can you tell us a little bit about him and where he should rank?
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay.
So we all know this man is President William Henry Harrison. He over the years he's become a favorite of mine. He's you could say he's he's a pretty cool guy, if you know what I mean. If you catch my drift. And by catch my drift and cool guy, I mean I'm making a joke about how he was going to his speech and he didn't wear a coat or a hat and then he died of pneumonia
Interesting.
because it was too cold out there. He gave like a 4-hour speech, I think.
He gave the longest speech in U.S. history for a presidential
Yeah.
inauguration.
Yes, and that's why I believe he goes in the double S tier.
The double S tier. So we're gonna have to add this in a
We're
second.
gonna we're going to have to make a new tier.
Add row above. As you can see, we're very professional here on the Bobby E channel.
Yes.
And so, yeah, that is our tier list. Thank you for joining me for this brief segment, Internet Pop-Up.
All right. Yes, I always love when I appear on the Bobby E YouTube channel.
I do too.
So I would like you guys. Can I shout out my channel real fast?
Sure.
I would like you guys, if you have the time, go check out the official Saul Goodman YouTube channel. It's based in Red Pill, and I put my heart and soul into it.
I will put a link in the description below and
Yes.
in the one in the thing.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Bobby E.
You're welcome.
And God bless America.
And I want to say this to the television audience.
Now, you guys might have noticed I left a certain 2 presidents of the U.S. off my list, and don't worry, guys, I remember them. They just couldn't fit on our tier list. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on over to the guy who obviously won the 2016 presidential election. That's right, Henry Clay. And of course, this guy is so legendary. He goes in S plus 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 tier. He was an amazing president who won a lot of elections, ran only once. He was just amazing, right? Yeah. And the last guy on our list is this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful man. This was the president who made chicken Alfredo the national U.S. food and finalized the term goober peas. He's just a wholesome, very based man. He's also going in the S plus tier. Till next time, gamers.
that I welcome this kind of examination because people have got to know whether or not their president is a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Got anything funny to say about that, funny man? Skip it up and down.